Happy Sunday. I'm Fox 13 meteorologist Tony Sadiku here with a check on the tropics. And Julia is basically the only thing we're watching. It's a hurricane, made landfall along the coast of Nicaragua overnight. Now it's continuing to weaken as it moves westbound. Top winds at 75, movement is west at 16. This is a big storm for Central America. Heavy rain, flash flooding, and mudslides. You can see the extent of the reach in parts of Mexico down to the south into Costa Rica. And we'll watch it as it continues to weaken as it pulls into the eastern Pacific. There's a chance, because of how fast it's moving, despite the land interaction, that it still stays intact when it emerges in the Pacific as perhaps a tropical storm on Monday, and then perhaps brushing sections of El Salvador and Guatemala as it eventually dissipates out that way. Really no concern, no impacts to Florida. One thing that we may watch from this is some of the tropical moisture gets pulled in the Gulf and maybe gets swept into the state of Florida by the middle of the week, helping to boost rain chances, but otherwise no concern. So here we are. Julia is the last named storm, 10 named storms, now 5 hurricanes. Karl would be next. I do not see any sign of a Karl anytime soon. So here we are right now as we kind of get into the middle of October. We are in a downward trend in hurricane season, but we do still have some time to go. Remember, hurricane season does not end until the end of November, but October is still a month we got to be vigilant. Even though we don't have anything brewing now, the place that we tend to focus on this time of the year tends to be the breeding ground of tropical systems, tends to be the Caribbean Sea. So we see fewer storms kind of coming off the coast of Africa at this point in the year, but a lot of activity here, and we know if anything moves in the Gulf of Mexico, we got to watch it closely. Thankfully, again, no sign of anything tropical beyond Julia anytime soon. Of course, we'll let you know if anything changes. MyFoxHurricane.com.